Lil Yachty has claimed that his rap buddy Drake struggles to make love songs like he used to, despite his reputation as a romantic. In the latest episode of A Safe Place podcast, Lil Boat, who has become one of Drizzy's closest collaborators over the last year, explained why it's been a minute since the Six God has made a sweet, heartfelt track like Hold On We're Going Home or Take Care. I asked him a while ago, I said something like, "Man, why don't you make songs like you used to?" he began. I was like, why don't you make love songs? Like those songs that makes people miss their ex and shit? I think he explained to me how it's hard for him to make music about things he isn't dealing with or experiencing, which opened an eye for me because me on the other hand, as a songwriter, I can just go make some shit up. He continued, I can go create a scenario, I can create a story, I can make a song about a girl I never met. I can make a love song about a relationship I've never been in. But, for him, everything is real. Everything is pulled from something. Maybe he hasn't been in love in a while to make love, deep love music or whatever the case may be. So it's all real experiences for him. What it is just what he's going through in the time, which I respect a lot because it's like journaling at that point. Elsewhere in the episode, Lil Yachty shared a few tidbits about Drake's forthcoming album, For All the Dogs, which he said has some of the best Drake verses I've ever heard. It sounds very current, Yachty said. It's interesting. It's coming together a lot better than I thought. I just had a talk with him a couple of days ago in Vancouver and was like, man, I was a little worried. 'Cause I have a lot of the songs, I don't have all of them, but I have a lot of them though. And I was like, man, I just don't know if how are you going to put this together? He added, it's a lot of great songs, but they don't really, in my brain, they didn't really sound together. And then we had a talk about it and he explained to me his thought process about it. And then we drove to that video shoot, which was like an hour away, and listened to it, and it makes sense now. He explained it to me without giving any details. It has I would say, the most performance album he'll have, as far as energy. Like I said off camera, some of the best Drake verses I've ever heard are on this album. The Atlanta native also discussed his recently leaked video shoot with Drake and pointed out how odd it is that fans don't want to wait for the finished product. We were in the middle of Bats Hit Nowhere and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I mean in retrospect, you would assume how was anyone even around in the woods, by a lake, he questioned. Drake has just like these insane fans who follow him everywhere he goes. After talking his co-host through all the work the leakers would have had to put in to avoid getting caught, including dodging Drizzy's notoriously tight security, Yachty expressed how such people can be a safety threat. They were in sniper position, he said. If somebody really wanted to do something, easily, they could have took a